Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by, what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
For
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Armani Jones, known globally as Lil Baby, has been a dominant force in hip-hop since his breakout in 2017 with chart-topping albums and a reputation for lyrical authenticity. He's become a voice for Atlanta streets. However, recent developments have cast trouble over his career, with rumors swirling about potential RICO, Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act charges linked to his former label, 4PF, 4 Pockets Full. Let's get into details. The genesis of 4PF. Lil Baby founded 4PF in 2017, branding it as both a record label and a personal motto, which symbolizes financial success. The label quickly gained traction, signing artists like Rilo Rodriguez and 42 Dugg, and establishing a significant presence in the rap industry. However, law enforcement agencies have alleged that 4PF has ties to criminal activities, specifically associating it with the Crips gang. This made Lil Baby dissolve 4PF in 2023. Then he launched a new label, Glass Window Entertainment, in an effort to distance himself from these allegations.
They decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As Baby recorded a music video on an ops block outside of a taco shop, as the lady featured from the news clip saw Lil Baby was there and posted it on Facebook, letting everyone know he was at the taco shop.
But was he really free? May 2024 music video incident. What started as a regular music video shoot for Lil Baby ended in gunfire, bloodshed, and the tragic deaths of 2 13-year-olds, Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis, and an 11-year-old injured. This is what really went down on Verbena Street in May 2024, and how one music video might have sparked a deadly chain reaction in Atlanta streets.
Cause you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby.
According to police, the ops didn't know Lil Baby was around originally. It was her Facebook video that got the attention of them and made them pull up with firearms. But what's scary is the feds are blaming Baby for all of it. This resulted in a viral tweet that shares, "The Atlanta DA wasn't successful getting Young Thug. Now she will target Lil Baby and use him as an example for the rest of the rappers, supplying gangs with fame, money, and items for street crimes." With Lil Baby being tracked by the feds, it answers the question of why Lil Baby closed 4PF, because even after his Wham album released, it was reported Lil Baby's new album Wham was a rushed release due to legal battles coming his way. Him closing 4PF was the first sign to this, as District Attorney Fani Willis warned the public about Baby's involvement in the crime on the news.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There could be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
In May 2024, Lil Baby showed up on Verbena Street Northwest to film a music video. It should have been business as usual, but this wasn't just any location. Verbena is deep in an area that's no stranger to tension, and it's known to be a hangout spot for members of OMF, also known as Only My Family. That detail alone had people talking. Lil Baby's crew is tied to 4PF, 4 Pockets Full, a group that's been rumored to have long-standing beef with OMF. So when you've got 2 names like that circling each other, and one of them decides to pull up in what many consider enemy territory, let's just say the air gets thick, and sure enough, things popped off. During the shoot, shots rang out. 3 people were hit. Lil Baby, unharmed, but the city rattled. Police were on the scene within minutes. The area was cordoned off. Helicopters flew overhead. The story hit social media fast. People speculating, pointing fingers, asking, what just happened? But this wasn't just a one-time shootout. Atlanta authorities believe that the violence on Verbena Street lit a fuse. In the weeks that followed, retaliatory acts started to surface. And tragically, 2 13-year-old boys were killed. 2 young lives gone, caught in the ripple effects of a feud they had nothing to do with. The community, heartbroken, furious, scared. Leaders begged for peace. Parents kept their kids close. Even schools started locking down more tightly. The streets weren't just buzzing with rumors, they were boiling over. So what about Lil Baby? Police aren't saying he pulled a trigger, but they are saying his presence in that area at that time played a role in escalating tensions. A woman spoke to the news about seeing him in the area.
The news would reveal an important update that says Lil Baby has been taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Police question why he closed Fort PF after the crime took place.
She even did a record of him in the area.
There he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby. Pull up, baby. Lil Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this month.
Think about it. When you're a celebrity with street ties, known affiliations, known rivals, and you show up in a spot like that with cameras rolling and people watching, it's not just a video shoot. To some folks, that's a statement. And in the streets, a statement can be just as dangerous as a threat. Now, this brings up a real question. How much responsibility do artists like Lil Baby carry for what happens around them? He's got millions of fans. He's changed lives. He's uplifted communities. But he's also connected, whether he likes it or not, to street culture. And when those worlds collide, the results can be explosive. Some people say, hey, it's not on him. He's just doing his job. Others argue, when you know there's tension, when kids are dying in the aftermath, you can't pretend like your actions don't matter. And that's where things get real. Because this isn't just about one music video gone wrong. It's about the blurred lines between hip-hop and street life. It's about the fact that sometimes fame doesn't protect you. It actually makes you a target. And it's about the people who get caught in the middle. These were kids, just 13-year-olds. Maybe, just maybe, this tragedy could be the wake-up call. Because no hit single, no viral video, no street cred is worth another child's life. As the case continues, legal experts stepped in to weigh the facts. And the District Attorney Fani Willis, who rappers had to warn themselves against, saying she's out to get rappers, stepped in hard on the case.
Jones put money on people's head, which is Lil Baby's real name.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you feel what I'm saying?
Ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
For
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had one.
This sparked reactions from other rappers. Young Thug tweeted, "Biggest liar in DA history," referring to the district attorney. Snoop Dogg sent warnings to this colleague in his tweet saying, "First Young Thug, and now Lil Baby being placed by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers be careful out there." And while most agreed that Lil Baby's presence on Verbena Street may have inadvertently stirred the pot, they were quick to point out something important. There's no direct evidence linking him to any criminal activity, no charges, no warrants, no proof that he orchestrated or encouraged the violence. But that didn't stop the heat from coming his way. His legal team clapped back hard. They've called out the Atlanta Police Department for what they described as a reckless implication of their client, without concrete proof, without solid evidence. Just vibes and suspicion. In a public statement, they said the police were playing a dangerous game, turning a high-profile artist into a scapegoat for a much deeper issue that's been brewing in the city for years. And Lil Baby? He didn't stay quiet either. He took to social media, where he posted just 5 words. "Only God can judge me." Lil Baby sees himself as someone standing tall in the storm, not running from it. To him, this wasn't about gang politics or territory. It was about art, expression, and staying connected to the streets he came from. But as many legal analysts have pointed out, intent doesn't always erase impact. And when kids are dying, when neighborhoods are on edge, even unintended consequences carry weight. Lil Baby's a product of the streets, but also a symbol of escape from them. He's got the money, the fame, the platform, but he still feels tied to the people who were there before all of that. That's what makes situations like this so messy. Do you think Lil Baby should have handled things differently? Or is this just the reality of life in the spotlight? Share your thoughts with us, and if you enjoyed the video, Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting. Make sure to check out these other videos popping up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you get more of our content into your feed. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.